That was so good. How are you feeling?
I'm shaking.
Don't stress. It's gonna be everything.
Where did the comfy chairs go from earlier?
I despise being comfortable. I need to be on edge at all time, just in case a panther sneaks up on me. I need to be able to jump up and run away at any given moment. You know, it's
Yeah.
it's my background.
Yeah.
Can you just tell us who was joining you on that song?
Yeah. My DJ, her name is Peggy Hogan from Montreal, and Kathleen Merritt, who was throat singing with me. I used to tour with her when she was touring her album Ice Lines and Sealskin. I used to tour with her. Yeah.
So it's like being back together.
Yeah.
So throat singing and electronic music just goes together so well.
Yeah.
Did you know that going in, or was it a discovery in making this record?
I mean, I say that throat singing goes well with everything, but it was just so much fun mixing it with electronic music and discovering crazy sounds that go with the music.
I mentioned that there were field sounds on the recording. What does that mean? What field recordings did you get?
So we recorded snow crunching. We went to the dump of Iqaluit and recorded ravens.
This is the first album I've had dump ravens on in a very long time. You know, at least a couple of years since I've heard.
You guys will hear the famous Iqaluit dump ravens in the album.
Weirdly enough, that's the name of my new band. So I'll be digging. So what else did you get?
We also recorded ulu sharpening sounds, which is also in the album. What else?
That must have been. So go ahead.
We also recorded cutting up some caribou with an ulu. Yeah, we were just really trying to find cool sounds that would work with the album, and we did.
That must have been so cool, going out and recording all these things. You know, it must have given you new thought to things that are just part of your everyday life. You know.
Yeah, and also working with Graham too. He's very talented, and yeah, he just had crazy ideas.
So the song that got the big response on our show, the song you just sang, is in Iqaluit. Do you feel a responsibility to sing in your language?
Yes and no. No, because it's just the language that I choose to sing. Like I was rehearsing with Peggy the other day, and there's only one verse that's in English in my whole album, and that's with a collaborator. And I actually asked her to sing that part because I was like, I'm not comfortable singing in English. I'm just, I just feel like I don't know how. But yeah, yeah.
and as I was talking to Mister about, I mean, there's some heavy themes on this record. You know, there's abuse, there's trauma, there's residential schools. You know, what do you see your role as an artist in singing about some of this stuff?
I think to open up discussions or keeping that open and wanting to encourage other Inuit to keep speaking about these things and know that they aren't alone in feeling like the intergenerational trauma. I know a lot of other Inuit feel that and just, I don't know, encouraging them to feel those feelings, and it's okay to feel those feelings and to feel angry and to feel hurt, and yeah, just really keeping it open for other people.
Well, so what was it like working with a producer who doesn't speak the language, doesn't have the same sort of shared experience?
It was, I mean, I was worried about it at first, but Graham was really good at, I would explain to him what the song was about, and he would very well choose which sounds would go with the song, and to capture those feelings that go with the song. Yeah.
I know earlier this winter you traveled to perform in front of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's a nice,
Yeah.
early gig.
Yeah.
What was that like?
It was a cool experience, but also one of the weirdest experiences that I've had.
What do you mean?
Just because, like, being in a room with like 150 people who are so excited to meet the royals, and I'm like, why? And like just how everything was so scheduled, and every time they would walk by the room, they would shut everyone up. Just there would be somebody on the mic. Okay, they're walking by. Quiet. Okay, you can speak again.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
You were like, I've been talking this entire time.
Yeah.
I don't even know who that lady is. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But it must.
cool.
That's a pretty amazing early gig, man.
Yeah,
I bet
yeah.
it is.
It was cool.
You were also the host of a children's show called Anana's Tent.
Mm-hmm.
For those who haven't seen the show, can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, it's a Iqaluit children's television show that's for kids in preschool, 2 to 5, and it's everything in the TV show is it teaches basic counting, but it's also awesome because it's based around the Inuit culture, and yeah.
Hosting a show with a bunch of puppets.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's must be a pretty wild experience. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They can't talk back though, which is nice,
Sometimes they do.
That's gonna keep me up at night. What do you love about doing that kind of show besides the terrifying puppets?
I think just everything about it. Like we have such an amazing crew of people, and it's always just super fun. Like super fun crew who's supportive, and there's always jokes on set, and it makes it fun. Yeah.
Mean comments from the puppets when the nights are out and everyone's gone home and they're still up.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Thanks
Nice
for
to
coming
meet
on.
you.
One more time for Riit, everybody.
Thank you.